Back in. Kennedy against Mulvey, gets it to go.
Warriors very content to take up some time in these possessions. Double screeners up top. Kennedy spinning to his left, finishing.
How about the points off the bench for Scroggins? That was a beautiful pass.
Now they have to find other ways to be successful. That time it was an offensive rebound.
Kennedy stuck, goes underneath it.
Opposing coaches in the MAAC. That is his first made field goal on 4 attempts. First points. Kennedy spin and go. Good reverse.
Dunn said earlier, now 6 in a row for Marist. Kennedy getting Kabamba in the air. Oh, so clever with the bat.
Yeah, we saw in the loss at home to Siena, it was these big runs that really foiled the Mount Everett.
Remember, no timeouts left for the Warriors. Kennedy underneath, lays it in.
List for the Mavericks this evening, Cooper.
Oh,
this is his first NBA game.
I think he wanted to check out Lawler and his brother. I respect that.
Oh, nice drop.
We know he's hurt. The lead is 21 as Kennedy goes to the rim.
On the team in assists, and he's been really good for them, especially tonight on the defensive end.
Kennedy with the pace. Guys, they really feel comfortable with setting up this offense. It's a 5-point game. Kennedy now, hesitation, blows by Miguel.
Kennedy working on Menard, getting inside. Kevair.
Follow, and it's finally controlled by Uguakazi of Merrimack. Kennedy picking up steam towards the paint, lays it up and in. Blocked by Uguakazi. Kennedy takes it to Schultz, lays it up and in.
Gave it away, trying to throw it back across. Brogna, an easy one. Kennedy flying down the floor.
Fall tries to keep it alive. It is Kennedy with numbers for the Warriors. Kennedy spins to the rack.
Secure the offensive board.
Take it away. Here's Kennedy. 2-on-1 to the rack. Gets the bucket.
On the attack. Lost it on the way up. Marrero feeds ahead Kennedy. Levine back for Penn, and Kennedy gets past him.
Too strong off the rim. Boy, that was just kind of a last-second, not in-flight adjustment, but a late decision.
Harrington for the lead, but strong. The Warriors are rushing them out as up ahead. Euro step lay-in for
Kennedy missing a 3. Kennedy looks to get downhill, speeds by the
Maestro that time as he tried to set up Crawford in the corner. Kennedy right down the floor, tucked it away, and
run it to the rim before it can get set up, but that's a just typical play of Gavin Doty. Just out-hustle your opponent.
The counter on the other.
Effort here in the second half of Quinnipiac. They outscored the Warriors 38-31 in the second stanza. Kennedy gets the fade.
A just typical play of Gavin Doty. Just out-hustle your opponent.
10 to shoot. Brogna back to Kennedy. He'll tee up a triple.
Brogna, the pump fake, draws the crowd. Now it's Dorsett who kicks it to Kennedy. That one's short.
2 for 1 here, and sure enough, Kennedy goes right to work. Dorsett in the paint, back to Kennedy. Open 3, nothing.
Against the Bobcats. And take a look at our starting lineups that are presented by the Air Force Reserve as Kennedy tries.
Kennedy keeps control. Now Dorsett, those two play catch to set up a 3.
Brogna drives inside, goes to work on Nosakar, finds Kennedy now, who tries his first 3.
On the backside.
Great hustle by the Auburn team. Not only Hall taking to the rim, but he had 2 teammates there to recover it if he missed.
Turned it over. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Gives it up. Kennedy got the shot off and banked it in for 3.
Moving the defense around. You'll take that kind of shot and that kind of look at Anthony Latina and the Sacred Heart coaching staff.
Kennedy elbow off.
Averaging 19 points per game twice. Here's Kennedy on the free throw line. That one well.
6+ to go in this 1-possession game. Kennedy for the tie.
9 minutes to play in North Andover. Marrero back on the floor. He swings it over to Kennedy, steps inside. Kevair.
Kennedy. 5 left for the free throw line. No good.
Now Uguakazi with the ball. Back to Kennedy. Uguakazi will help set the screen. Kennedy gets to the free throw line. The pull-up, not
For
really
Merrimack, they don't go to that bench a whole lot. This is a team that goes 6, maybe 7 deep, as Kennedy's going to get inside.
Between these two teams, 63-59. Kennedy, open realist.
Defending. down to 10. Kennedy starts inside the spin. Clock down to 5. To the left, working on Farrell. Half spin, embraces the contact.
Bonus situation both ways. One timeout left for Siena, none. As Kennedy drops.
The worst defensive rebounding teams. It's a very odd statistical anomaly. Kennedy with the ball fake to the left, then back right.
Good job by Brogna on that pin down from the backside. Just got all the way down from that wing.
Chance for Joe Gallo to pull a player that has 3 fouls. Kennedy trying to shake free from KT.
Kennedy, good pass.
Rips it away, and back come the Warriors. Another chance to take the lead. Kennedy with the basketball. Whips it down low, layup.
You're getting to the point now where Merrimack not only would love to be one of those top seeds, they'd like to be the top seed. Uguacaz!
Kennedy, Jones guarding him with 3 personal fouls. Kennedy gets the pass.
The other way. Kennedy, good spin move, baseline. Good dish to Marrero, who lays it up.
Technically is third, but we know how good their defense is. A good backdoor cut, finding
Salvo from the outside. Cross court, Marrero. Back to back.
Able to bring the Purple Eagles only down by 4.
Vitsa is a junior. He has eligibility left there. Sheldon again.
Put it in over the top.
7.5 to play, first half. Warriors on top by 8. Brogna slipped to the corner. The pass on point.
Here early.
Sheldon, excuse me, partner. Sheldon made his first shot of the first half and missed the remaining 6 he took. For 7.
Catamounts.
Merrimack was what, 12-0 when they scored at least 70?
That's exactly right.
Anthony slips this over for Jungers. Jungers.
This shows the team's second leading scorer. Fouled out.
And out for Turnage.
McKnight is such a great offensive rebounder.
And Quinnipiac's got a lot of offensive Oh, no.
How can you continue to string together that combination and get this game down to single digits over the next couple minutes? Secondary defender came over. Ty found himself all alone at the rim for the easy 2.
Ty was throwing alley-oops off the backboard to himself. Gallo is imploring fans to make their way out today, buying beers for everybody in the building if they get to 500 plus.
I think they've got big minutes out of those 3 players that we just talked about.
I was going to say, we know how they practice. They build it up to the point where they are able to.
Another decent look on the ball reversal.
Dockery has it ripped.
Like that little 15-footer, get you into the rhythm. Another Father Judge product.
Yeah, his first 2 of the day for Ernest.